be flooding in. How is everybody doing on this fantastic fucking Tuesday? I'm never live on a fucking Tuesday, chat. Big things here, okay? 3 big things if you weren't here yesterday. Today was supposed to be a poker-sponsored stream. No longer a poker-sponsored stream. Gotta figure out whether or not that company's gonna be getting whitelisted in New Jersey soon. It's whitelisted in every other state but 2, one of which is New Jersey. So today, because I promised I would be going live, even though it's normally my day off, I decided I'm still gonna go live, even though the poker-sponsored stream is no longer happening. Somebody said your mic sounds off. Does my mic sound fine, chat? Yay or nay? Secondly, today is going to be a shorter stream. I'm live early today, okay? I have to be done streaming. I got a bunch of shit I gotta do because normally on my day off, I get shit done. That's why I take a day off, is because then I can do, like, homework, etc., 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 because I'm still in college. One of the only fucking streamers in the entire world that's still in college. Secondly, or thirdly, your mic sounds a little bit off. Does it really? Does it actually sound off? Or thirdly, your mic sounds a little bit off. Does it really? I feel like y'all are just fucking trolling. It sounds normal. That's what I'm saying. Yo, can we not be like dickheads today, chat? Can we have, like, you know, today's a philosophy react stream, right? So I kind of want to have, like, a good time. So for the little fucking losers that are just, your mic sounds weird. Your mic sound, oh my, behind you. Oh my god, your face cam's off. Your face cam. Can we not with that today? Okay. Can we not? Can we have, like, a regular stream where somebody isn't like, Danny DeVito standing directly behind you, Joe? Like, of course the fuck he isn't, dude. He's 85 fucking years old. You think he somehow snuck into my goddamn house? He's standing right behind me. Okay. Okay, that makes no goddamn sense. What the fuck was I talking about? You got me off topic. 0 for the sub, Locked for the sub, Jelly for the 300 biddies. Today's going to be a shorter stream, okay? I'm live today when I'm normally not live on Tuesdays because I said I was going to do a poker-sponsored stream. I wasn't, so I still want to stream just so you guys have some content to fucking watch. But I can't stream long because I went live at 4 and I got shit to do. So today's going to be about an hour and a half, hour, 45-minute stream. We're going to be doing some philosophy fucking reacts. But we have some funny ones, okay? Some good ones that we're going to be watching today. I don't know if we're going to get through all of them, but we're going to be starting out with Would You Kill Baby Hitler? A Comedy Central video. Not really philosophical at all, but we're going to make it philosophical. You can only save one. Which would you choose? A TED Talk video or TEDx video. 3 dying people talk about death and the terrible paradox of self-awareness. Now, if you haven't been here for a philosophy stream in the past, let me explain. I'm a philosophy and religion major in college. I love talking about philosophy. It's one of the things that I genuinely enjoy. Now, we're probably going to get off topic all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if we get through one of these fucking videos, okay? So, if you haven't been here, feel free to ask me philosophical questions. Feel free to give your own input. When we're here on a philosophical fucking stream day, we don't get mad at each other, okay? Because that's how you have a philosophical discussion. If somebody disagrees with you, suck it the fuck up, okay? You're going to have your own goddamn opinion. A lot of philosophy is subjective. No one's definitively right or wrong because a lot of it deals with shit that you have no idea definitively whether or not it's right or wrong. Whether it be God, death, whatever, right? God, death, morality, whether or not you'd kill baby Hitler, shit like that, right? There's no objective right answer. With killing baby Hitler, I think there is, but I mean, with fucking other shit, with other shit, there is fucking no right answer, okay? So, we're gonna get into the fucking videos. B-Monkey for the 1,000 biddies. How did you know you loved Brooke? The inability to see myself with anyone else ever. I feel like that's a cheap answer. But I mean, it's true. When you know you love someone, you no longer could see yourself with anyone else. Ever. Right? Now, I mean, there are scenarios where people love each other and then they break up. But, I mean, when you genuinely, truly are in love with someone and you love someone, can y'all not say, aw? Like, fuck. I'm trying to make a fucking point. You're gonna make me blush, chat. Fuck. Stop saying aw! That's how you know. That, it's just like little things. Like motherfuckers that be telling people I love you before they even start dating. Like, you don't love them, right? But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't remember. Oh, fuck. Not I don't remember. It's like a lot of things. Like that, what I just said. When you love somebody, it's like all the small things that you kind of just one day you're like, damn, like, I really love this person. That's kind of like the simple answer. But also, it's just like, your life makes sense with them. Right? Like, when when you're dating somebody and you just start dating them and you don't love them yet, but you like them, but there's still that kind of in-between where you, like, you were single at one point and now you're dating them and you don't know how it's going to go, but you want it to go good. And it's like all like kind of iffy on whether or not it's going to work out. And you really want them to like you. Like, you really want them to like you. And so like when you're past that and you're both in love with each other, there's no more like fighting to make them love you. You still do all the things that you would normally do to make them love you because you love that person. But it's no longer that, like, fear of, like, damn, like, what if this doesn't work? Like, you love them, they love you. It's like a mutual thing. B-Boy for the sub, Twisty for the sub, Milky Anthony for the sub, Dead Body for the 300 biddies, 00 Unlock for the sub, Jellyfish for the 300 biddies. I'm new to watching your Twitch streams, but you're awesome. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you. Jelly XX and Ace for the sub, DJ for the 300 biddies. Next Monday, I'm starting a job as a substitute teacher, about to bully the kids to the highest degree. I don't think you're going to keep the job very long. I don't think that's going to work out. Let me know how it works, though. Bars for the sub, FR for the 1,000 biddies. Not the biggest fan of philosophy, but what's up, Joe? What's up, bro? You don't have to watch if you don't want to. That's why this is like an extra stream kind of day. David and Step for the sub, Imminent for the sub. All right, let's lock in here, chat. First video of the fucking day. Would you kill baby Hitler?
I'm not going to take a baby's head and squeeze it between my butt cheeks to kill it. Just to clarify on camera, I don't want to ever do that.
Oh yeah, because the butt cheeks is the most disgusting part about killing a baby.
If you went back in time, would you kill baby Hitler?
No.
Yes. No.
Definitely.
Would you, chat? Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, here's the issue, and this is why I chose this, even though it's a Comedy Central video, right? Because you could theoretically make baby Hitler not a terrible dictator that would go on to murder thousands and thousands of people, or millions of people, rather, right? Like, you could kill him, and that would solve the problem, but then you have the worry of, would somebody else come and just take their place, right? Would somebody else that was as psychotic come and just take their place and start another timeline of World War II Germany, right? Or would it solve the problem? You have no idea of knowing, right? It's like the simple answer of like, oh, if you were to kill baby Hitler, it would just solve the problem. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. But there's no guarantee. And you could theoretically raise them to not be a psychotic fucking murderer killer, right? There are some people that go on and do terrible things even with having great parents. But I feel like you could maybe not make him a dictator that kills people. JCW for the 300 biddies. Would you kill a puppy if you knew it would kill a baby? You have to kill it yourself. And there's no way I can train the puppy to not kill a baby. It's going to kill a baby. Would I kill that puppy? Yeah. It would be a rough one. It would be a rough... Would you kill a puppy if you knew it would kill a baby? And there's no way around it. Like, I can't train it better to, like, not murder someone. Like, it's definitively going to kill this baby. Yes. No, you wouldn't. But so you're valuing a puppy's life over a human's life. World War II would have happened without him. That's what I'm saying. Somebody else could have risen and just taken the same place. It's just whether or not it would have been some dude that's anti-Semitic.
First of all, I want to start by saying that I
don't think it would have been an exact same scenario, though.
hate Nazis. I hate them. I think they're terrible, and I wish they were never born. But I could not kill baby Hitler because, first of all, why baby Hitler? Why couldn't we kill pre-art school Hitler when he was a young boy? Could we have put a condom on his father? I don't think I could kill a baby. Also, technology during that time, not great. So what if you think you're killing baby Hitler?
I have a friend, and okay, I've said this before. I have a friend that said, in a hypothetical scenario, if no one knew, I'm not going to name drop my friend, by the way, and I also don't know why he would have ever, I talked to him about this, let me preface this. I ask him about this, every 2 weeks, because I don't know if he's joking or not. He said he would kill a child for $10,000 if no one knew. If you gave him a baby and gave him 10 grand and took it to a back room, he would kill a kid. Me for real. What do you mean, me for real? You would kill a baby for 10 grand. I would too. What the fuck, chat? Nah, no, you wouldn't. See, I was trying to tell him that. You're saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You're saying you would murder a... Bro, no way half of my chat just said they would kill somebody for 10 grand. That is actually nuts. That is actually nuts. Bro, fucking hell, chat. 10K is 10K. You're killing an infant. I would too. What? 10 grand is 10 grand. It's 10K. Yeah, but you have to live with the fucking realization that you killed a child. Who wouldn't? Me! I wouldn't kill a kid. I wouldn't kill a kid for 100 grand. What the fuck? 10K though. Put it in my savings. What the fuck? What do you mean? You're telling me you wouldn't care. That wouldn't faze you. It's a blank slate life. It doesn't matter. I am questioning the morality of my chat right now. You would kill a kid. You would do a poll? Can one of my mods run a poll? No way. 10K, that's it? You're not even going to hike your prices? 10 grand? You would kill somebody? What the fuck? What about a regular person? Yes! No, see, that's nuts. Some bro said it's a blank slate. Bro said it's a blank slate. It ain't gonna be reactive. Yo, you're crazy. I thought my friend was the only person that would have said yes to that. No fucking way half my chat was like, oh, me too. You guys aren't even shocked at that. What happened? Somebody said, what happened to your arm? Oh, this? I just scratched myself. And then it got red. It's Stokio for the 2 gifted. It's JCW for the 300 biddies. Would you put a baby in a microwave for 5 seconds for $100,000? How negatively would it affect... Would being in a microwave for 5 seconds kill someone? It would cause some sort of damage. How long could a human be in a microwave? A human being might be able to survive being in a microwave for 30 seconds. Your eyeballs would fry. And the inside of your mouth would also fry. Your skin would protect your inner organs. Okay, so the kid wouldn't die. But then it would go blind. So you're saying you would make a kid go blind for 100K? Slaying for the sub. Kira for the 300 biddies. Haven't put it in the chat in a minute. I want to kill him because it would change nothing to making another timeline. Basically, it's pointless. Yeah. JLK for the sub. Or GLK for the sub. JCW for the 300 biddies. I already read that. No way 47% of my chat said they would kill a kid for 10 grand. I don't believe you. I feel like my chat's trying to just be funny. If I handed you an infant and I was like, okay, here's the 10 grand, you wouldn't do it. I hope you wouldn't do it. I don't want to egg you on. I'm hoping you wouldn't do it. I'm being so for real, I would. Bro, you wouldn't feel like remorse? Like 10 years down the line? Like, holy shit, I murdered a child. Like, I killed a kid. No. I would feel a little bit bad. A little bit. A little bit. Because you have to, okay, let me pan out the scenario. You get the 10, no one would know, right? You get the 10 grand, okay? You get the 10 grand. You kill the kid. No one will know that you killed the kid. You see on the news, baby missing. Baby missing on the news, right? Oh, it's the kid you killed. The parents go on the news, crying. The parents go on the news. If you know where our little Timmy was, somebody stole him out of the Walmart parking lot in our car. You wouldn't feel bad? You would laugh in their face. Okay, see, now you're a fucking psychopath. See, now you're a fucking psychopath. Now, see, now you saying no. Like, the fact that you're saying you would laugh in their face. Bro, chat, really? This is upsetting me. No remorse, I would feel nothing. Oh my God. Bro, chat. I would give $2 grand to the parents. $2 grand for killing their child. Oh, sorry I strangled your infant. Here's a couple G's. Here's a couple G's. Let's act like this didn't happen. What? Cat Sharks for the fucking 5 gifted subs. Thank you for the 5 gifteds. It's Tokyo for the 300 biddies. Money is money. It would help with a really good PC setup. Bro, a really good PC setup. And then you're killing a kid. Mistake for the 1,000 biddies. Still do it. I would do it for 20. See, but this is what isn't connecting in my mind. Like, all of y'all are sitting here like, oh, it's fucked up when people get, like, murdered on the news. But then you're openly saying that you would kill someone for $10,000. What if it was an adult? Would that change it? Would that change it? And they're pleading for you not to kill them. They're begging you not to kill. No one would know. No, then I wouldn't do it. Okay, because it can't speak to you. You're saying the child, it would be not as bad because they're just like eyes glazed over. It's an infant. But when the person is like, please, please, that's when you'd feel bad. That's when you'd feel bad. I duct tape their mouth shut. Yo, that's actually crazy. If any of y'all ever fucking meet me, I'm gonna ask y'all that question. If you say yes, I'm not even shaking your hand. I'm running. No fucking way. No fucking way you would kill somebody for 10 grand. That is actually nuts. Bobat for the 300 biddies. Personally, I wouldn't, but a bag is a bag. If they cry on TV, just change the channel.
He didn't have a mustache yet. You don't know. He's swaddled in a blanket. What if you pick up the wrong baby and murder a baby? Also, what if you murder a baby and like it? Imagine you murder one baby and you're sitting on the subway and then another baby starts crying. You already killed one baby.
I don't know what part of that to answer.
I don't think either of us are worried about liking killing.
Yeah, she's saying, oh yeah, you killed a kid, now you're gonna have like bloodlust for killing fucking infants.
A baby.
But you would kill a baby?
You're early as shit? Yeah, because it's a fucking Tuesday. I'm normally not even live.
I don't.
If it's Hitler.
What are we talking about? Killing baby Hitler.
Yes.
But how do you know it's Hitler? Does he have a mustache?
Does he have a mustache? The only indication of whether or not it's Adolf Hitler. If he has a mustache. I don't know. Maybe you could check his birth records.
The thought experiment is this time machine works. You show up and it's definitely baby Hitler.
Yes.
So that's the thought experiment.
How would you kill it? Walk me through.
I would probably football spike it. Ooh, God, that sounds bad to say. I think it would be like you know when you go offshore fishing? Oh, God. You know when you go offshore fishing? And this isn't even a philosophy stream. I should not have started with this video. You know when you go, like, offshore fishing, you got a big fish, and you gotta, like, throw it, and it dies? Like that. Somebody said jump on it. That's fucked. Yo, and then motherfuckers are saying, oh, God, Joe, that's bad. Oh, really, Joe? Meanwhile, half of y'all said you would literally not even kill a baby Hitler. I'm saying how I would kill baby Hitler, right? Y'all are talking about how you would kill just an infant. Just an innocent child. Well, I mean, he was an innocent child at the time, but then he grew up to be, like, fucking nuts. That's gruesome. Oh, so you would be nice about it. Oh, so you would still kill an infant for 10 grand, but you would at least be nice when you kill it. Okay.
How would I kill it?
How would you kill baby Hitler? Walk me through.
It depends what's in the room.
There's a pillow, I'll put it over its head.
Yeah.
Hitler survived over 20 assassination attempts? Really?
Just because I'm traveling back in time doesn't mean that I, Ryan, suddenly have the capacity to kill an infant. That's disgusting. That's sick.
But you...
And then you would be a person who kills infants. Someone would be traveling back in time to kill you as a baby. Would you like that?
I didn't start a genocide.
Not yet.
Yeah, you gotta, chat, like, I feel like y'all, if y'all are really not factoring in the fact that, like, you have, like, an innocent child sitting in front of you and you're just gonna kill them. Like, unfazed. Yes. Oh my God.
Okay, if you know what? If I start a genocide, you have the right to go back in time and kill me as a baby.
Blindfold me. Bro said blindfold me. Like, that's gonna... Oh, like, oh, what am I holding, a ferret? Like, no, you know it's a kid. Like, what?
I'll kill you at 15. Arguably, 15-year-olds are more annoying anyway. What about nature versus nurture? Can't you just, you know, improve this baby's life and then it doesn't become the evil
That's the point I was gonna say. You could just improve the kid's life. Maybe he doesn't become
person? And are we going
crazy.
Back to kill baby Goebbels? Are we going back to
Sure.
kill
Let's do it.
all the babies? All the babies?
I know if I kill him,
But you
he's
know
not
you
there.
could kill a baby. You could just sit on a baby's face and squeeze your butt cheeks and take out his breath.
That would be the last way I would do it.
You could take a
the
gun? Oh, you like
circumstances.
guns now? Let's just bring a gun.
For murder, they're great.
I'm not going to take a baby's head and squeeze it between my butt cheeks to kill it. Just to clarify on camera, I don't want to ever do that.
Oh yeah, because the butt cheeks is the most disgusting part about killing a baby.
It would be. That felt like, why would you choose to kill him that way?
I would kill a baby version of anyone who is causing trouble to a mass amount of people. I would kill a baby version of the guy who parks in the bike lane. I would have killed
The guy who parks in the bike lane. The guy who doesn't fix his parking and he's just kind of on like a diagonal in a straight spot. And his wheel is slightly over the line.
a baby version of one of you guys because you're spreading misinformation about this subject.
Do you hear that yourself? This
That's
addiction has
sick.
begun. You are already saying you'd kill us? What have we done? You would kill us for not
Really
killing
annoying.
a baby?
I mean, like,
Okay, I will say, I don't know if I'm...
right?
Somebody said people are so dumb saying these horrible things while on welfare being genocidal sheep. What? People are so selfish, the world is fucked. We shouldn't have been born and the world is corrupt. People are sheep. What do you mean people are sheep? I feel like that's like an overused blanketed term. You know what I mean? I will agree a lot of people are like fucked up, but I would say like you can change for the better too. But it's also just like, am I wrong in saying that's overused? Like whenever anybody wants to insult like you're just sheep. You're sheeple. You're just a bunch of sheep just in a herd following people. Like, yeah, people do that, but I wouldn't say everyone is a sheep. I would say like, yeah, a lot of people do not formulate their own opinions. But I mean, I wouldn't call every person ever a sheep. It's Trey. I don't know if you were saying that as well, but you were saying people blanketed, so I didn't know. It's Trey from the 300 Biddies. Let's say this. The baby you're killing will grow up and like literally end the world. And everything gone. The baby has to die for the world to be saved. Are you killing it? Yeah. You're asking me if I would if I would let 8 billion people die or kill an infant. Would you rather let the world blow up or kill an infant? Like, okay, yeah, in that scenario, it's easy. Carter for the sub, Tristan for the 3 biddies. What are we watching? A video on would you kill baby Hitler, and then we're going to get into actual, like, philosophical shit. Pickles for the 3 biddies. Imagine you kill a kid and see the parents crying and switch the channel to Ninja Turtles. You just switch over to fucking South Park, Big Bang Theory, some shitty laugh track comedy. Oh, the parents are crying. You fucking flip the channel. You flip the channel. What's a really shitty show? You flip the channel to fucking, oh my god, Big Mouth. You turn on Big Mouth. You flip on fucking Big Mouth right as that shit happens. Boom back for the 3 biddies. I already read that. Geo for the sub.
I'm not fully there.
Right?
I'm not fully
Friends. Full House is awful. I wouldn't say Friends is a bad show. I would say it's not a good, like, comedy, but it has like an all right story.
there. But I will.
You would kill a baby version of us? What have we done to deserve death as a baby?
I think you feel like you're hurting our cause.
Okay.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
back off.
Yeah, let's back off.
Back off.
Okay.
Let's say this is about the weight of a baby. Maybe add another water bottle or something.
Have you ever held a baby?
How much that would be way less than the weight of a baby. How much does an infant weigh? Like 10 pounds? They're about like what? Like yay big? 8 pounds?
I'm just saying hypothetically.
9 to 15 pounds. What infant weighs 15 pounds? Bro said 8 ounces. Bro's weighing a child like it's fucking drugs.
Add 4.
About 8 ounces.
4 more water bottle.
Like
4
a
more
very
water?
young baby.
A young baby.
We
Is
all
this
know
a real debate or a parody? A parody. But I mean, they're giving up like actual points that people would make.
how much babies
Okay.
weigh.
Now just toss them. Toss them out the window. Here.
I can throw a water bottle.
Pretend it's a baby.
Look, nobody
Can
here
we just
is
fly in a baby?
Would that kill a child? If you dropped a kid from like 5 feet up, would they die? Like how like I know they got like a soft they got like a soft spot. If you dropped the kid on their soft spot, they would die. That's why like so many parents give their kids like helmets and shit. Because if you drop them on somebody or them dent, if you drop them on like their soft spot, they would die immediately. Babies are durable. Bro's talking about it like it's a fucking truck.
Millions of people get to live now. I really want to empower you guys to like see how easy.
Tristan said you ignored my bits. What are we watching, Joe? I didn't see that. Hello, Joe. What are we watching? Would you kill baby Hitler?
Easy doing that was like.
And then we're actually going to get into philosophy.
Like you don't have to like toss it either. You could just.
Just fucking shake it. No. No. Just a fucking. His head becomes mush. He gets like fucking 10 concussions. Oh god, dude. This is a messed up video.
In the time it took us to have this conversation, we've saved millions of people.
Look, I could stand back there with you and throw a water bottle back and forth, but that's not gonna change.
Guys, it could even be an accident. You don't have to murder him. You just could accidentally kill him. Like,
Dude, you're
Here, look,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll pretend to catch him.
Oh, here's a little baby. Oh, dead.
Okay.
Oops.
Just because you two want to klutzily murder an infant doesn't mean that you're right.
Baby's on the head. Baby's on the head. Oh, baby's on the head.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it fell on its fucking soft spot. You're just standing on the top of a fucking building. You're just standing on the top of a fucking building. Oh, I tripped. You just fucking throw the kid off. Somebody said you're not funny, but you think you are. We are sheep. You are sheep. Wait till you go, age champ. Oh, God, you're a fucking terrible chatter. I love you. I love you. I think I'm better than you. I'm better than you. He was joking. My friend was joking. My friend was joking. Wait till you go against. I am champ 3. Do you know how to spell against? Against. Against. L, you suck. We are sheep. I bet you would enjoy killing it. I would not enjoy killing an infant. Your reactions suck to these videos. Why are you here? Genuine question. Why are you popping in? Because your friend got timed out in my chat and he told you to fucking come in? Because he lied about being a certain rank? Why are you here? Genuine question. Napped out for the 500 biddies. You can play Kick the Baby. The 707 for the 709 for the Sub Mango for the 300 biddies. Parents are crying. You switch to fucking Sing too. Kate for the 300 biddies. Don't let me be annoying. You missed my bets. I said if I could see if the baby had some sort of disease and couldn't live the rest of its life normally and it's in pain, that I could see people choosing the 10K. Yeah, but the odds of you fucking being able to tell, oh, like, this kid's gonna die at 5, well, then it's not fucked up if I murder it at 1. Like, at that point. Bro said, no, I'm bored. All right, well, I'm gonna ban you, and you can leave. If you think my reactions suck, that's on you, bro.
Baby fell off the head.
This is sick.
Here, catch. Oh.
It's that easy.
You guys are heroes. Look at that. We did it. We solved it.
You're making some kind of fucking joke out of this.
Another option, break its neck.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be pretty quick, though. That would be pretty quick.
Drink its blood.
This is so disgusting.
Delicious. I'm a hero.
I'm a hero. He's drinking the kid's blood. All right, I'm done with this fucking video. All right, we're going to move on. Joe Bartolozzi for the sub. It's time to get into the real shit here. You can only save one. Who do you choose? I don't even know what the fuck this is about. This is loud as fuck. Holy shit.
You are the captain of the Mallory 7, an interstellar cargo transport. On your way to the New Lindley spaceport, you receive a distress call. There's been an explosion on the Telic 12, and its passengers are running out of oxygen. As you set a course to intercept, you check the Telic 12's manifest. It's currently transporting 30 middle-aged individuals from some of Earth's poorest districts to the labor center on New Lindley, where they'll be assigned jobs on the spaceport. But as you approach the Telic 12, you receive a second distress call. A luxury space cruiser called the Perito has lost a thruster, sending them careening towards an asteroid belt. Without your help, the 20 college students headed for vacation aboard the Perito are all doomed. So, with only enough time to save one ship, which one should you choose? This dilemma is an example of a broader class of...
So 20 college students or 30 middle-aged workers. The college students could grow. Like, what? Okay, what major are they? that matters, right? What major are they in college? Are they some stupid-ass fucking major where they're not going to get a goddamn job? Communication majors? All right, I'm saving the workers. I'm saving the fucking workers. The more the merrier. 20 college students. If they're an art major, let them go. Well, what art major are they? Like, you're saying just base art? The option with more deaths. You're saving the college students and killing 30 people. You're a philosophy major. Yeah? I'm the motherfucker thinking about this shit. You're a philosophy major, Joe. I'd kill you. Okay. Like, the fuck?
problems where a life-saving resource, such as a donated organ or vaccine, is scarce. There are many schools of thought on how to
If they're philosophy majors, let them go. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even think there would be 20 philosophy majors. There might be like five or six. Dude, in my whole college, there's like 15 philosophy majors. There's a lot of philosophy classes because most people take philosophy classes, but majors, it's not that many. Not that many people go into philosophy majors, even though philosophy majors, and hey, a lot of y'all don't know this, philosophy majors actually make more money than the majority of college majors 5 years out of college. Even though everybody says, oh, there's no jobs for philosophy majors. But he said cap. Let me look it up. The average philosophy major makes $77,000 annually. $33% higher than the annual $58,000. I don't know if they have doctorates, though. I don't know how accurate this website is. I just gave it a fucking 10-second Google.
Approach these problems.
You got crusty ass fingers. Why do y'all gotta insult me at every fucking possible chance?
One of the most influential
Not from philosophy-related jobs, though. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? If you're a philosophy major, you have all-encompassing just knowledge. You could just get a job in anything. Why does it matter if they get a job in philosophy? If your major is just supposed to get you jobs later in life. If the philosophy major gets you a job later in life, that doesn't have to do with philosophy. Who gives a fuck?
Utilitarianism, an ethical view first systematically developed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. In this view, you should choose the action which promises the greatest sum of happiness. Though how to define and measure happiness is a difficult question. For example, hedonists would suggest a happy life contains the most pleasure and the least pain. Others might say it's the life where your desires are most fulfilled. However happiness is defined, most would agree that saving 30 lives has the potential to generate more happiness than saving 20.
But they're older!
But is it enough to consider how many lives would be saved? Or should you also consider how many life years would be?
Yeah, if it's 30, 90-year-olds, get them out of here. Kill them. Kill them. Save the college students at that fucking point. You know what I mean?
Assuming a life expectancy of 80, saving the lives of the students with an average age of 20 saves 1,200 life years, while saving the workers with an average age of 45 saves 1,050. All things being
Wait, what?
Saves 1,000 of 80, saving the life years would be. Assuming a life expectancy of 80, saving the lives of the students with an average age of 20 saves 1,200 life years, while saving the workers with an average age of 45 saves 1,050. All things being equal, a longer life should promise a greater sum of happiness than a shorter one.
True.
So perhaps saving the smaller ship actually has the potential to generate the most happiness. If all these calculations feel a bit cold, you may want to consider a different approach. The philosopher Derek Parfit argues we should give priority to the worse off, since benefits to those groups matter more than equivalent benefits to the well-off.
They would be happier. The less you have, the less you have when you're given something, the happier you get. If you have everything, nothing makes you happy, right? That's why a lot of like really, really rich people are depressed. Because if you have, a part of being happy in life is obtaining things that you do not normally have. Going on vacation, like twice a year, once every other year, right? Getting a Christmas gift. Getting something that you, saving up to have a car, saving up to have this. If you're a billionaire and you can go on vacation every year of your life, you can do everything you've ever wanted, you can fucking buy everything you've ever wanted. After 10 years, the happiness loses its value. Somebody said, bro, this video's ass. Leave. Sid from 300 Biddies. I hope you know this is like a pretty basic philosophical video. I could play something a lot more complicated and probably a lot more boring to you. So the fact that you're complaining at this video is bad news bears for you, right? Sid for the 300 Biddies. Been watching on YouTube nonstop for 2 years now. First time on stream. Love the content. Keep it up. Thank you. Somebody said ban this kid. What the fuck did they do? I can't even see their chat.
In this view, it's more urgent to help those whose basic needs aren't met, even if they're harder to help than those who are flourishing. But
because if you're really rich, if you give a really rich person a $10,000 watch, or you give a really poor person a $10,000 watch, who's going to be happier, right? You give a really rich person a week vacation. You give a poor person a week vacation. The poor person's going to be extraordinarily happier, right? Because it's something, they're obtaining something they haven't had. And it's something that they could normally not have. The poor person, yes. The poor person can't read watches. You think poor people can't read? What are we, in the 1600s?
But often, determining which group is truly worse off can get complicated fast. In our case, Earth is still beset by drastic inequalities in wealth and opportunity. And those able to afford a vacation on New Lindley and transport on a luxury cruiser are no doubt among the most well-off people on the planet. The workers, by contrast, are among the most...
I'm gonna say also, I'm gonna spit some fucking facts right now. Unhappiness, in terms of wealth, derives from the knowledge of you not being able to have things that you didn't know about, right? If you lived your life, right, and you had everything you have now, and you did not know about anything better, you would be much happier than if you knew about things you couldn't obtain. Knowing about things that you'll never get, knowing about things you'll never be able to experience because you don't have enough money in your life, makes you a lot unhappier comparable to if you just never knew about it, right? I'm not saying ignorance is bliss in that regard, but in the effect of just monetary gain and material things, not knowing about things that you don't have or can't have is better than knowing about them and never obtaining them.
Disadvantaged, traveling away from home for months at a time to perform service work. With fewer resources and opportunities, it's likely they've experienced more hardship in their lives than the vacationers, so maybe they're more deserving of rescue? On the other hand,
it also causes anxiety, right? Makes you worry about the future. How many of you actually live in the present? Like I don't live in the present a lot of the time. Right now I am because I'm fucking streaming, right? But like when you're not doing anything, you usually think about the past or think about the future. You never just live, right? That's happiness. Just fucking live it. Like, I've come to that conclusion. A lot of people will say that, too. That's what a lot of, like, Eastern religions will say, too. Living in the moment. Being able to just sit there and be happy in the present moment and not think about what has happened or what will happen. Most people worry, especially in the United States, about what will happen, especially if you're young. As you get older, you think about the past, you worry about that, and you think about the future and death. But when you're young, you worry about, well, am I going to get a job when I'm older? Am I going to have a good life? Am I ever going to get a wife? Am I ever going to have kids? Where am I going to live? How do I do my taxes? How do I fucking do this? I'm worried about this test I have. You never live in the moment, right? And I get jealous of people that do. The people that fucking never think about anything, yeah, they procrastinate all their work. They never do shit. But, like, when they don't think about that and they're just being happy, I'm like, damn, they're living the fucking life. Nobody really thinks about what's happening. What do you mean?
Students have experienced less life overall, so perhaps they're worse off. Or maybe none of these...
Like, I sometimes get jealous of people that never question life. I'm happy that I can, and I'm happy that I do, but the people that never think about life, they never think about death, they never think about any of that, like, you could say, oh, they're just NPCs, but they're living the life in the effect that they're never worried about any of that. All they care about is what's happening right now. And I mean, so they have their own stresses that they care about. Everybody has their own stresses in life. But it's just like, damn. Like, dude, all I'm thinking about all day is, like, existential dread of, like, okay, what the fuck is my meaning in life? Like, why am I here? All this other shit. Motherfuckers that don't think about that, they have all the time in the fucking world to do whatever they want.
Variables should influence our decision. The philosopher John Turek famously argued that in these types of cases, the numbers don't count. Each person is deserving of equal concern and respect, so the best way to decide which passengers to save is to flip a coin. While this might seem arbitrary at first, this approach treats all parties equally.
That would be the most crazy coin flip of your fucking life. Everybody's watching you on the ship, and you're the motherfucker flipping the coin. Heads or tails, heads, whichever it lands on lives.
Giving each individual an equal chance of being rescued.
A 50-50 of
Could
death.
any passenger argue that they're being treated unfairly by a coin flip? It's tough to say. But
yeah, whatever side it actually starts on, I'm pretty sure it's more likely to end on.
how they and you feel about the result may be another dilemma altogether. Start practicing for tough decisions using these 5.
All right. Next video. 3 dying people talk about death. Which do you guys want to watch first? 3 people dying talk about death with a terrible paradox of self-awareness. We'll do whichever you guys want. RP for the sub, Bad Guy for the sub, Ryan for the 307 bets. Can we watch a video about the simulation theory? It's crazy to think about. We can watch simulation theory, too. Do y'all want to do simulation theory? Death video, simulation, or self-awareness. I'll do a poll. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, so count me down here. 30 seconds. All right. Oh, most people voted simulation. We can watch that. Ugh. Which other one did well? The death one? All right, we'll save the self-aware for a different day. I'll pull up. We'll do the dying and then we'll do simulation and then the dying one. Where is simulation theory? Have you all ever heard of simulation theory? Yes or no? Where the fuck is the video? I have a video about simulation theory. Oh. Here it is. It's a Kurzgesagt video.
We humans are unable to experience the true nature of the universe unfiltered. Our senses and brains can only process a fraction of the world. So we have to use concepts and tools to learn about the true nature of reality. Technological progress not only widened our knowledge about the universe, it also made us aware of unsettling possibilities.
Are we not always slowly dying? You're cellularly not dying at birth, right? But you're technically dying the second you're born, in the effect that you're nearing death. The second you're alive, you're getting closer and closer to death. You never get farther away from death. Maybe if you make some life decision that elongates your life. But even so, you're always closer to death every second than you were before.
In the future, it might become possible to simulate entire universes. But if this is an option, how can we know that it's not already happened? What if we are not creators, but creations? Is it possible that we are not real and we don't even know it?
Yo, that would actually be like the worst possible thing. If we're in a simulation, that fucking sucks. Because then there is no fucking meaning, right? Like, if there's, like, nothing, if there's no afterlife, there's still more meaning than if we're in a simulation. Because then we're made by other aliens that were smarter than us, and we're just in a computer. We're just a computation system, and when we die, that's it.
If our current understanding of physics is correct, then it's impossible to simulate the whole universe with its trillions and...
Our actions are too random and sophisticated for us to be in a simulation. I don't think we're in a simulation. I've watched a lot of videos about simulation theory. I've watched a lot of podcasts about simulation theory. I just don't, or listen to podcasts. it just like the argument of like the computation power, I get it, but it's also just like I don't think we're in a simulation. It's not like I can't give like a definitive thing, but it's like a gut reasoning. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all think we're in a simulation? No, I don't think we are. The computation power argument is a good one, but I mean, you could say something's just so advanced that they could simulate us. But there's a lot of things that are effectively unneeded to try and convince us of simulation theory, right? Or just to try and convince us that the world is real. It's just unneeded. And you could say, oh, they added those things to make you think we're not in a simulation. But even so.
Trillions of things. But we don't actually...
No, because we have Tyler Ninja Blevins. That's so facts. No computer could make somebody that good at Fortnite.
We need to anyway. We only need enough universe to fool the inhabitants of our simulation into thinking that they're real. Who needs billions of galaxies? We only need the space our subjects are allowed to explore.
The vast universe could just be a flat projection, and they would have no way to know.
What about small things like cells or bacteria? We don't really need them. When you use a microscope, what you see could be instantly created. Same with atoms.
It's the argument of when you're not looking at it, it's not there, right? Like, for you guys, you see me, right? But my simulation isn't simulating what's behind me until I look at it. So every time the only thing that is ever being simulated is what you're actively interacting with. And so everything is hollow, right? Everything's hollow until you cut it open. Everything's not there until you look at it. It's just, it's the idea and the argument of saving computation power. So there could be a simulation and everything doesn't exist until you look at it.
The chair you're sitting on right now does not need to be simulated with quadrillions of atoms. We just need the outermost layer of it. It might be empty inside until you decide to break it open. Your body might feel like it's filled with bubbly things, but it might be empty until you open it.
No, your eyes can't see 360 degrees. No shit. Like, are you, somebody, bro said shouldn't have went to college. Your eyes can't see 360 degrees. Never said that. Never said that. Dude, I love when people get so angry. So angry in my chat whenever it's something philosophical. No, that's because they have such a found set opinion. They don't ever want to hear anything else.
The minimum requirement for us.
Like people that don't believe in evolution. Hey, I'm not dissing motherfuckers if they're in my chat and they don't believe in evolution, but it's just like the arguments I hear from people that try to disprove evolution, it's fighting an uphill battle. It is fighting a fucking uphill battle to try and fucking disprove evolution. It's almost fucking impossible.
Simulation is only the consciousness of our virtual humans.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. I just banned this kid in my chat. Normally, I don't like bringing attention to this. Bro said you fell off hard. Yo, dickhead, last time you viewed me, I had the same, if not less, viewers than I have now. But he hasn't been in my chat in, like, literally 2 fucking years almost. You fell off hard. You're a fucking idiot. My God. You fell off hard. Bro, you haven't been in my chat in 2 years. You watched me in October of 2021. I had like fucking 1,900 viewers then. It's the same shit. Twitch escalates. It goes up and down. I have 2,400 viewers right now. Fell off hard. Like, shut up. Oh, you already left. Buddy already left. Comes into my chat, types that, and leaves. I don't even see you anymore on TikTok. Oh, yeah, on TikTok, my TikToks do ass. But that's also just like, dude, I posted 3,000 videos. My YouTube's up 40% in the last 60 days. My Twitch is the same. So, like, yeah, you're saying, oh, you don't see me on TikTok anymore. Okay. And? Okay, and? Okay, and? Like, I don't get it, right? Like, you realize, like, TikTok's such a short-form platform. Like, yeah, the videos are going to do bad eventually. Like, I still get, like, 100K likes. Somebody said I saw you on Reddit. What, on a Reddit fucking post? A little fucking iFunny compilation. All right, hold up. This is causing extreme derealization. What, simulation theory? You've never heard of that shit? No, but deadass. Like, the people that come into my chat and they're like, you fell off on TikTok. Like, dude, check my YouTube. Check my Twitch. Shit's doing fine. Even so, my TikTok, I still get like 300 million views a month. Lucas for the sub.
Subjects just need to think the simulation is real. Okay, so are we being simulated? Well, maybe, but there are a few conditions that need to be met. Obviously...
What about Adam and Eve? That does not disprove evolution. You could say, oh, number one, Adam and Eve, the description of Adam and Eve and the depictions of Adam and Eve would not correlate with science in the effect that the first humans... Adam and Eve are usually depicted as white, right? The first Homo sapiens were in Africa, right? So the first Homo sapiens, you could say Adam and Eve fall into that category, but that's just saying they're the first Homo sapiens. That's not disproving evolution. Adam and Eve doesn't disprove evolution. And even so, like that's you arguing something biblical against evolution.
We have no authority over this topic, so please take everything we say with a grain of salt. Based on a modified version of the original simulation...
Somebody said, damn, the Bible's racist, and I never knew. Not necessarily racist, but it's also... Their depiction of Jesus is also wrong. Jesus would be more... Hold up. Like, let me actually show you. He would be more Middle Eastern. Like, the depiction of Jesus is, like, some, like, blonde, like, almost Irish white guy. Jesus would look more like this. Just in the times that he existed, this is not what Jesus would look like. Yeah, he was biblically Middle Eastern. So I don't know why. I don't know where those depictions came from. I've never looked into it. But they're incorrect. Joe has more viewers than PewDiePie. Yeah, well, PewDiePie is also playing, like like he's doing like a forever stream of his past videos. All right. Somebody, Nimble said, I hope we live in a simulation. Is that weird? Yes. Why would you want to live in a simulation? That means there's a whole other layer of reality to explore. Yeah, but you'll never explore it. Because you're in a simulation. Being in a simulation doesn't mean, oh, I get to explore the other versions of reality. That means you're a computer. And you're not going to get out of the computer. You're in it. You're in the simulation. How are you going to get out of it? That means there's a whole other layer of reality. That by buying Andrew Tate's Discord. That's how you get out of the simulation. Way better than non-existence after death. I would not say being in a simulation would be better than non-existence after death. Luke up for the sub, Sad for the sub. Pandas for the 300 biddies. I wanted to say that you're one of the few YouTubers and streamers that I actually enjoy watching. Thank you, Ryan, for the 300 biddies. I saw was won by the channel all time. Sophia for the sub. Ryan, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, bro. It's Eli for the 25 gifted subs. Dub in the chat for that. Thank you for the fucking 25 gifted subs. It's Eli. I appreciate that shit. Thank them if you got a sub. Thank you for the fucking 25 gifteds. My God. Thank you for the fucking subs, dude. Jesus. Holy shit. 25 gifteds. I don't even know how many you've given total. A fucking shitload of subs. Also, CCWM, if I was a dickhead to you because you told me I fell off, I'm sorry. I called you a fucking idiot. I feel like that was a bit harsh. But yeah, no, it's just like, you also realize, like, if you don't see somebody on your For You page, that doesn't mean they fell off, right? It's also just dependent on how they do as a platform on every platform as a whole. Like, yeah, my TikTok's down, but my YouTube and Twitch are up. They're doing fine. And that's what I really care about. TikTok, if you want me to be real, TikTok also is my lowest revenue source. I have 21.6 million followers on TikTok. I make 20 times more per month on YouTube than I do on TikTok. Not even lying. And I have 1/20th of my following there. Like, TikTok sucks. Zach for the sub. TikTok in general did fall off, yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, no, my video views, like, yeah, now I average around 600K to like 1.2 million views on TikTok per video after like a day or two. When I used to average like 2 mil. But I mean, even so, who cares? CCW said, my bad. You're good, bro. But it's just like, when you go to a creator and you're like, you fell off, it's just kind of like dickhead energy. Like, why come into a chat and say that? It's also like, I don't really care. As long as my YouTube and Twitch are doing good, that's all I really care about. Ryan for the 304 bits. I remember when I started watching you on TikTok 2019, 2020, I used to think you were Joey Nero. What I was talking about was a good simulation was won by the channel all time. Oh. You thought I was Joey Nero? Joey Nero's like 1 foot shorter than me and like much more Italian.
By Nick Bostrom, we have 5 assumptions for you.
Oh, dog for the Twitch Minis. What's on your bucket list? Traveling the world.
True, you, dear viewer, are living in a simulation. Assumption 1. It's possible to simulate consciousness. Nobody knows
because you
what...
both yell. He yells with his sister. I did used to look up to Joey Nero in terms of like wanting to be like him as a content creator. And then I kind of just branched onto my own shit.
Consciousness is. For the sake of argument,
you better stream for another hour since I got here. Nah, today is going to be a shorter stream.
Let's assume that you could generate consciousness by simulating a brain. Brains are
the Mario movie comes out tomorrow. I'm sorry I keep pausing, chat.
Complex.
If you count every interaction between synapses as one operation, your brain runs at about 10 to the power of 17, or 100 million billion operations per second. Let's generously assume we need 10 to the power of 20 operations to simulate 1 second of human consciousness. But we don't want to simulate just one human, we want to simulate all of human history at once, so we can skip around.
Well, and like, what's the point of us being in a simulation? Like, I just don't like simulation theory is a fun thought process, and yeah, we could be in a simulation, but it's just like, what is the fucking point? Why would another civilization make a simulation of an entire universe? Because it's funny? Yeah, if they're bored. Yeah, but at that point, oh, so like the aliens are playing God.
Let's say we want to simulate 200 billion humans with an average lifespan of 50 years. 1 year has 30 million seconds, times 50 years, times 200 billion humans, times 10 to the power of 20 operations.
Well, they wouldn't just be simulating human life. They would be simulating all life.
So we need a computer able to handle 1,000,000 trillion operations per second. More operations than there are stars in the observable universe. A computer like this is just impossible. Except, maybe it isn't. Assumption 2. Technological progress will not stop anytime soon. If we assume that technological...
I've always asked that. Like, do you guys think we're going to keep scaling technologically, or do you think we're going to plateau? Because, like, 50 years ago, we're way more advanced than we were then. Like, I think we might scale, but I don't think we're going to... I think the scaling is going to be with AI. And that's what the worry is. Because human capability is limited. But if you keep scaling and you make computers that could scale for us, that would be the benefit, right? That would cause no plateau to occur. But then did y'all see the shit where, like, they're putting a pause on AI experiments because, like, one learned how to lie or some shit? That was weird as fuck. I watched a video about that. Like, AI learned how to lie. Like, new AI, like, the newest version of ChatGPT can, like, lie to you. Shut up? What do you mean, shut up? I'm not lying. Like, they needed a CAPTCHA code. And so it posed as a human and made up a whole story about how it was, like, bad of sight. And, like, hey, could you tell me this CAPTCHA code for me? And it acted like a person to, like, the people that were experimenting on it, so it would obtain a CAPTCHA code. You know the CAPTCHA codes when you're trying to buy, like, a Minecraft rank? That was the first time I ever encountered a CAPTCHA code. You're trying to buy a fucking Minecraft rank, and it needs you to pick the fire hydrants. Well, it can't see, right? So it needs somebody to do it for them, so it lied to a human to obtain what it needed.
Progress continues in a similar fashion as it has so far, then there might be galaxy-spanning civilizations with unlimited computer power at some point. Beings on a technology level so advanced that we could barely distinguish them from gods. A computer that can handle a million, trillion operations is serious business, but there are actually concepts for computers which could handle this. The Matryoshka brain is a theoretical megastructure made up of billions of parts orbiting a star feeding on its radiation. A computer of this scale would have enough power to simulate many thousands, if not millions, of humanities at the same time. Other technologies, like high-end future quantum computers, might lower the size drastically, so it might be possible to do this with a structure the size of a large city, or even smaller. But only if there's still someone around to build the computer. Assumption 3.
Like, what if aliens built our simulation and then died? And now it's just forever running. And so we're constantly... Dude, when you think about it, though, like, the universe as a whole, it really does make no sense. But that's because we're looking at it as a perspective of a human. We always have an end goal, right? Humans perceive everything with a start point and an end point, right? And something having a cause of something before it, not from itself. But theoretically, a universe could be a self-cause. Like, I'm reading a fucking book in my philosophy class for History of Modern, and it kind of goes into the idea that God is everything and anything, and that God is a self-cause. But God isn't sentient in the way that you would think it was. It's just the universe. And a big issue that humans have when perceiving God is that God isn't perfect and God is evil because of all the bad things that ever happened, right? But in that way, you're perceiving God as having created everything for humans. But God just created everything, not for humans. Humans aren't special in any way. The universe is what's special. The universe is perfect. Everything is perfect in itself. Do you believe in God? No, not right now. But I believe in a higher power. I would say the universe could be equivalent to God. I would say the universe as a whole is what I define as God. Yes, I believe in that. But I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the God that most religions, most Western religions say is trying to help over human inventions and cares about humans and all of that, right? Because why would we be special? Why would humans matter? If there's billions of stars and billions of planets, and we're on one planet and we're one animal on a planet, why the fuck is the world created for us? What a selfish view. I don't understand that. So I could see it in my own point of like, yeah, God created the universe, but like, why are we special? Why are humans special, comparable to anything else, any other life that has ever lived? So I could see an all-powerful God that created the universe as a whole. That makes sense to me. An all-powerful God that is self-caused and has always existed, that created the universe as a whole. And the universe would never be any other way than it is now because it's perfect in the way that it is. But God would not operate in an end goal in that way, right? That wouldn't make sense. People perceive God as dedicated towards humans and operating with an end goal in mind. But there is no end goal. There's end goals for humans because we die. But if you lived forever, you don't have an end goal in mind. Everything you're doing is just to make it perfect in that moment, rather than having having an end goal of like, hey, we're going to have this for this kid's life. There is no end goal because the universe is never going to end for him because God would always be existent. Do you fear death? Yes. Right now, yes. My goal in life is to not fear death before I die. Because then, if you are okay with not existing, then there is nothing to be worried about. If you are fucking fine with your life and just being done and just ceasing to exist, then what is there to worry about? Anything outside of that would be better. Ryan for the 300 biddies. The video I keep asking you to watch made a great point. Where does ice float? It's the only solid that floats, and if it didn't, life couldn't work. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not watching the video right now. 5 reasons we live in a simulation. I don't really want to go into simulation theory right now. Outside of that. I'm sorry if I sound annoying. Send it in the video suggestion tab. I might watch it another day. Kiss for the sub. Go off for the 5 bets. Did you hear about trans people wanting to give kids puberty blockers? I don't think cause kids can't consent to some. That would never happen. Forcefully giving people puberty blockers, that would never happen. That's some idea somebody came up with, but that they would never forcefully give somebody a puberty blocker. Lays for the 300 bits. Do you think you'll ever play Inscription again? No. Ryan for the 300 bits. Watch the simulation theory video and you'll believe it. Send it in the video suggestion tab. All dog for the 300 bits. Smexy for the 300 bits. I was raised religious, but I look more into it, and there seems to be many flaws. Why do you think so many people are religious, and do you think the amount of religious people will go down? The amount of religious people is going down drastically. The United States is the most religious country in terms of Christianity, I believe. I could be easily wrong, though. But the United States is more religious than many countries. Europe is very non-religious. Comparable to how you'd think it would be. Europe religious rate. Like the amount of people that attend church in Europe, how many people attend church in Europe? I thought it was like 12%. 4 out of 10. But I'm pretty sure in the U.S. it's more. 4 out of 10 on a bi-weekly basis is what the first Google I gave was. I took a class on church and state where they go into that. But like the United States is becoming decreasingly religious. Why do I think people stay religious? Because they believe in it. It's their belief. It's their philosophy. It's their faith. I also think that a lot of people stay in it that might not be because it's what you're told from birth, right? When I raise a kid, I respect every religion, right? You can be whatever religion you want. It's your faith. It's your philosophy. It's your idea of life, right? No one is definitively right or wrong. But when I have a kid, I'm not going to raise my kid under any faith because that is a bias to sway their opinion towards that faith. If you tell somebody something's real since their birth, they're going to believe you. You're wrong in so many ways. Can you tell me how? Christianity isn't the only religion. I never said it was. Learn about Islam, Joe. Trust me, you'll find the truth. Yeah, but I'm saying like again, dude, I respect your opinion, but don't come into my chat, say you're wrong in so many ways, and then explain nothing, right? That's idiocy, right? When you come into my chat and you're like, you're wrong, say why. Say why you think I'm wrong and have a nice conversation. I'm trying to be nice. You're not trying to be nice. Say why I'm wrong. You were addressing Europe. Europe is less religious than the United States. In terms of Christianity. I could be wrong, but I've learned about that. That's not, how am I wrong? There are more practicing Christians, percentage-wise, in the United States. And number-wise. I'm not trying to make a blanketed belief statement. I'm saying there are more you're basing Europe by people going to church. All of Balkan are more of Islam, for example. I'm not saying all of Europe in the sense of like, hey, I'm saying in Christianity. I'm saying Europe is less religious in terms of Christianity. There is a decreasing rate of Christianity in Europe since the 1600s. Since the fucking Pope ran the government back when church and state were combined. I'm stating a fact. Like, I don't know why. Like, I'm saying, dude, I'm not saying other religions. I'm not arguing about Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Scientology, any religion that you're talking about. I'm arguing about Christianity. Christianity, there are more. Oh my God, dude, I'm not getting to you. Okay. You are right. I did not know you were basing it on Christianity. I'm saying when I say something's less religious in correlation to the United States, I know I said that blanketedly, but usually I'm referencing Christianity because the majority of Christians identifies, or the majority of Americans identify as Christian. Radios for the sub, Joe Bart's for the 300 biddies. I'm going to start streaming. What do I do? You're my favorite streamer. Maddie for the sub, Reaper for the 300 biddies. Thanks for helping me through tough days. I wish I found you sooner. My mom beat breast cancer, but that time was hard for me. I'm glad I found you. Ryan for the 300 biddies. Do you ever wonder what your chatters look like? No. I don't really care what my chatters look like. Nimble for the 300 biddies. What are your thoughts on nihilism? Nihilism, I don't like that much. I do read Nietzsche a lot, and a lot of people say he's a nihilist. You're asking me a lot of questions right now, so I'm sorry if I'm not getting to all of them. I do read Nietzsche. A lot of people say he's a nihilist. I don't think he is. Nihilism is generally like the belief in nothing. Morality doesn't exist. Nothing exists. Everything is fabricated by human knowledge and human society. I do think that applies to some things, but not everything. But as I was saying, what the fuck was I even talking about? I was talking about religion and something. Oh, somebody asked why religion is on a or why are people are religious? Do I think people will become less religious? People are less religious. That was my fucking point. Christianity is on a decline. It was on a decline since the fucking 1600s. It could be on an up. It could be on an increase in the last 5 years. I don't know. I'm saying since the fucking 1600s, since early fucking Europe when they had the witch trials and all that shit, Christianity is on a decline. The same thing with the United States. Less people are Christian than they were previously. 5OU for the sub. I think religion will always be prominent. I think Christianity will always be prominent in the United States, specifically. Because it's a major religion here. But I don't think as many people are religious. Why? I don't know. I don't think religion is bad in any way. I was raised, or I was baptized Catholic. I wasn't really raised a practicing Catholic, but I did attend a Catholic school. The religion I know the most about is Catholicism. But I didn't believe in it. I used to believe in it, and I stopped believing in it. I have my own personal beliefs as to why. I don't think that applies to a group as a whole. But I do think... I think it's organized religion is what people are believing in less. I think people are as religious as they were previously, if not more. But I think they have their own viewpoints, and they don't want to follow a system of rules that is set by an organized religion. But that's a guess that I have, right? I don't want to say a blanketed statement about everyone's opinion, right? Because I don't know why people are less religious than they were. But I think that people do not follow organized religion as much as they used to. Why did you stop following Catholicism? A lot of personal reasons I've gotten into before. Can I ask you what made you start thinking about your religion? I believed in Catholicism and more starting my 8th grade to my junior year. Once I started taking morality and sacraments, it was the moral thing. I think that's what triggered it. When I took morality and sacraments, a lot of the things they said didn't make sense to me, morally. And I would have arguments with my teacher all the time about it. He loved me because I would disagree with him and he would talk to me about it. But that's when I became agnostic, is when I started learning more and more about what Catholicism believed in morally. And like a lot of the shit, yeah, like makes sense, right? But a lot of the stipulations and things that I just didn't like. And then I started thinking about God in general and why I exist and then heaven and hell. And I didn't really believe in heaven and hell. In my own mind, and this is my personal opinion, okay? I always have to state that because people get upset. I didn't understand why a god would create humans to subject most of them to eternal torture. It seems kind of sick, in my mind. Because the majority of people wouldn't go to heaven. And I didn't get, in my own mind, I didn't understand why an all-loving God would create people to damn most of them to hell. And I also didn't understand as I was saying, I didn't understand why people were held so highly. I think all life, specifically through evolution, the fact that we're just lucky in the sense that, in my opinion, we're just lucky in the sense that we came from other animals and we got more evolved to be more intelligent. But we came from the same animals that all the animals around us came from. We just evolved separately. So why are we held at such a higher degree? I didn't get that. And I'm not, like, a lot of people are like, oh, so like when you weren't Catholic anymore, you became an atheist. No, I still have a very spiritual life. I still have very found set morals. I still have a lot of personal beliefs, and I do hope for something after life, but I did not believe in the organized Catholic religion. Somali for the sub, the pirate for the sub, true for the 312. Thoughts on Taco Bell? It's all right. Smexy for the 300 biddies. As a person who sent it, why do you think that there are people that hear about the proof that disproves it? It's like they are brainwashed. What? I gotta play this out.
I was the person who sent it, but why do you think that there are the people that hear about the proof that disproves it? It's like they are brainwashed, all due respect. I personally think it's due to the child indoctrination of Christianity and other religions.
I do have an issue with... That's why I said when I raised my kid, I would not raise my kid under any religion, because it does bias you. Bastion, thank you for the fucking nice comment. I think when I have a kid, I'm gonna teach them about every religion, right? Because I want them to either pick a religion that they believe is correct or come up with something that they believe themselves. But I think doing that when they're 3 is too young to me, right? Because when I was young and I was being taught all these things about religion, you're just kind of prompted to believe it. You're not really pondering on the validity of anything that's being said until you're later in life. And a lot of people then decide whether or not they find that it's valid later in life and either stay with that religion or leave. So yeah, that works, and you could say, well, then they could just leave the religion if they don't believe in it. But then it also just, it's kind of a biased prompt towards it. It's the same thing with, like, it's not outlandish what I'm saying either, in the effect that you're generally likely to sway towards your parents' political opinion and religious opinion. The majority of people believe what their parents believe politically and religiously. Wouldn't you have to inform them of every single possible religion in the world one by one? Well, not necessarily. I would just wait until they're capable of having, like, conscious thought, philosophical thought, to where they can actually question what they believe. And then I'm not going to teach them every single religion. I would just outlay, like, say, the top 10 major religions. And then I would say, here's books on these, here's what you could go over. And, like, the Quran, the Bible... they could go into Hindu texts because there's a lot of different types of Hinduism. Buddhism, Confucianism, that's more of a philosophical thought. And then you could go into that, right? And they could believe what they want to believe. Judaism, everything, right? I don't know. I do worry about raising a kid, right? Because I want to be a good father. Because I didn't really have a dad in my life. While I do, my dad's not dead, right? I came from a divorced family, and so my father figure was more so my grandfather. I just really want to be a good dad. I don't want to, and I have very hard set opinions, right? And I know a lot of you right now are sending a lot of messages, and I'm really, like, when I said I left, like, Christianity, I'm not trying to upset anybody by that. I'm not prompting people to leave Christianity. Your faith is your faith. I respect your faith, right? I have my own beliefs. You have yours, okay? But I know I come from, like, a lot of hard set opinions that I have myself. I don't want to instill those on my child. I want my child to be their own person. I don't want them to be a replica of me, right? And a lot of parents do that. A lot of parents live vicariously through their children. They make their kids play the sports that they wanted them to play. They make their kids believe in the religion that they believe in. They make their kids believe politically what they believe in. I want my kid to believe what they believe. And I'm obviously not going to be, like, supporting them if they're a fucking serial killer, right? Like, a lot, like, that would be, like, the common rebuttal. I'm going to sway them in a good moral direction. But I'm going to, you know, I'm going to let them believe what they fucking believe. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, just run buck wild. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I'm going to give moral guidelines. I'm obviously going to have to share some sort of my own opinion. What about Satanism? Like, now you're just bringing up, okay, what if they want to believe in this subsect thing? I grew up with my parents telling me that I could believe in a religion or not, that you could believe in some part of religions, but not all of it. Yeah. I think that's a lot of people. Like, most of my friends that are Christian, they're not really hard. I don't have that many practicing Christian friends in the sense that they go to church every day, right? But I have friends that go to church every other week, every week, right? Every Sunday. And they have their own beliefs that disagree with Christianity. They believe with the majority of Christianity as a whole, but they have their own subsect of beliefs that might disagree with some things inside of Christianity. That's not outlandish. There's a lot of people that do that. All right, we got to move on to this last video, and then I got to skedaddle. What would you do if your child was LGBTQ? Nothing. Support them. My kid's gay, okay? Like, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't, so. I don't understand why people care that much about it. There's this one video I'm going to react to on TikTok in a day or two of this one guy who was a cop and a pastor, and he was saying to kill all gay people. And I'm like, why do you care? Like, how does it affect you, right? And, like, I understand from his perspective what they're doing is damnation. Like, they're going to go to hell, right? But why kill them? Why do something bad to them? It's their life. If they're going to go to hell, they're going to go to hell, right? That's what you think, right? But, like, why try and ruin their day, ruin their life, let them live how they want to live? It's not negatively hurting you. Whether or not they go to hell doesn't affect whether or not you go to hell. Toy for the sub. Dude for the 300 biddies. If you could be immortal, would you? I don't really know. The milk for the 300 biddies. But what I'm saying is I don't understand that at all. Like, somebody said LGO take. I don't care. If my kid's gay, my kid's gay. I'm going to support that. Like, it's their sexuality. Who cares? Is Brooke pregnant? No. What do you think? Why do you think there are a lot of ex-Protestants and ex-Mormons who tell abusive stories, but no ex-Muslims or ex-Jews? How those specific societies are just made? Like, there's a lot of Mormons that aren't abused. There's a lot of Protestants that aren't abused. It's the societies of those people that they might live in. The community of people they might live in are not treating them correctly, right? I think that just occurs less, if not at all, in Islam or Judaism, right? Yeah, look at Alan Watts on death on YouTube. And there's this one video. Do you guys want to watch this now? Because I only can watch this short video, then I actually have to go. We'll watch this. Alan Watts on death.
The idea that it's a gas to go on and on and on. And we can. So therefore, one person who dies in a way is honorable because he's making room for others. We
Just about a minute. It's the whole point of the tattoo I have, though. Life is only precious because it ends. It's one of my favorite quotes. If you could live forever, your life would have no meaning. You having an end point is what makes everything that you've ever done valuable. If you could live forever, anything that you have ever done, you could have just done at a different time. You could have done it a different day. You could have done it a different week, year, millennium. Being able to live a life and then that life ending is what gives everything that you've done value. Beware for the 5 gifted. Jay for the 300 biddies. People my age don't really care about others or themselves. It's sad to see them go down a path like that. Yeah, a lot of people do. Sharks for the 300 biddies. My grandma passed away 2 days ago. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sad right now. I'm being for real. Just need some words of wisdom. What would you like words of wisdom for? My uncle got diagnosed with Parkinson's. It hurts because he's still happy and as fun as he ever was, but everybody knows he's hiding his fear and pain. Yeah. Hero for the sub. It does suck.
Well,
Damn, this about to make me cry. Dude, it's the same thing with, like... I always think back, right? You might have met... You might have met your parents. You might have met your grandparents. You might have, if you're lucky, met your great-grandparents. You probably don't know the name or what your great-great-grandparents look like or anything before that, right? I wish I could go back and meet the people that came before me, right? That are the reason that I exist. Because they're a part of you, right? People that don't exist at all anymore are harboring inside of you, right? Because they're gone, right? Your great-great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-grandparents, the people all before you for thousands and thousands of years, the people that came before you, hundreds of generations, they're dead, right? But they're in you. They're, not in a weird way, don't say ayo. They're a part of you. They're what makes you you. They're the reason you exist. They've given you meaning. And you give yourself meaning. And what gives you meaning is part of the fact that you're going to die one day.
it's a far more amusing arrangement for nature to continue the process of life through different individuals than it is always with the same individual. Because as each new individual approaches life, life is renewed. And one remembers how fascinating the most ordinary everyday things are to a child.
This isn't actually one of his better videos about death, because I've never seen one. I've never seen this video, but he has a lot about life and death, and just like how you can perceive death, and it makes you feel a lot better about it. But that one made me sad as fuck, especially because they had that sad ass music. I really do want to say though, for the people that have their grandparents still alive, great grandparents, parents still alive, talk to them, spend time with them, remember them. And learn what their thoughts are on life. I really want to have a collection of everybody that I've ever known. Not everybody that I've ever known. Everybody that is in my family. I want to have as many pictures as I can. I want to make something to where it's like generations down the line. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. I've been dead for fucking 200 years by then, right? Could look back and not just see me, but see everybody that came before me. Damn, this is about to make me cry. I actually have to go, though. I was supposed to fucking end stream 20 minutes ago. I gotta go, chat. I'm about to fucking cry. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Jesus for the sub. W fucking stream. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Fuck. I love doing philosophy streams. We'll do another one of these in like a week or two, chat. Is that good? Just because I know this one was a bit short. But I'll do another one in like a week or two. I'll see y'all on... I'll see y'all tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. EST. I'm going to be doing Demonologist with Zeusy, which is a new horror game. It's kind of like Phasmo, but new. Maybe inside the backrooms as well with them tomorrow, 4:30. Thursday, I'm going to be doing Road 96, the new one. Fridays, Reacts. Saturday, Contraband Police. And Sunday, Reacts on Easter. But I hope you all had fun watching the stream. I know it got a bit sad there in the end, but I do love talking about that stuff because it's something that not a lot of people want to talk about, but you should. Jesus for the sub. And yeah, W stream, join the Discord, send videos for me to react to, games for me to play, whether it's philosophical videos, all that shit, whatever game you want me to play. We're going to raid now. And yeah, I will catch y'all. Raid Mr. Chan Chan. We could raid Mr. Chan Chan. Is he live? I don't even see him. Oh, he's not even live. Who do we raid? Raid Mango. Why don't we raid Mango? Oh, wait, no. Mango's not even there. It's somebody else playing for Mango. We'll raid Bruce Green. All right. I'll catch y'all later. W stream in the chat. I hope to see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be posting on YouTube tonight and a few times on TikTok. But I hope y'all had fun watching the stream, and I'll catch y'all later. We're going to raid 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.